Today's adventure brings us to the back roads of Central Florida. Not only quite a few cows, but also an inundation of love bugs. They've taken over. They're everywhere. Just crawling around. They're just oh, there's one right here. Hi. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Sometimes it's nice to just get lost. Get out into the middle of nowhere, per se, and just see what can be seen. No real rhyme or reason. I do have a few communities on my radar that I want to head through. We'll see what happens. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? That's an airplane flying over, not a vehicle, not road noise. Pretty relaxing there by the water, right? Can't beat that. I know, enjoyable. The old Kenansville School, constructed on these 5 acres way back in 1917. Up to 1920, there were over 100 students from grade 1 to 12. Shortly after that, in 1922, only 29 students were taught here, going up to grade 6. Also, the oldest known public school building in Osceola County. It has been kept up by the Preservation Division of the state. There's some farm equipment just by the front door. A tilling mechanism and a small pump unit. Just out front is a historic post office, also on property. Even though it was originally built and located here in Kenansville, in 1979 a personal owner bought it, took it down to South Florida. But in 2005, they brought it back to its home. Bud Adams was generous enough to donate it back. No date stamp, but that could be an indication. 1914. Can't get inside, but I am peeking through the window. Newspaper clippings in a frame to the right. There's love bugs just crawling all over this window. Mail slot and P.O. boxes. Pretty freaking cool. A teller window where you could purchase a money order. The opposite side of the counter, where the postal employees would stand, there are names printed out where their mail appropriately goes. You'd walk in the other side, put your combination in, open it up, and go home with your packages. No slots for keys, you just turn those dials to the corresponding code that you've created. Relics of a simpler time. You have to wonder if those who went in and out of both of these structures back then realized they were living in the good old days. Probably not. At the cross streets of North Bow and Canoe Creek Road is the former First State Bank. It's tiny. Very decorative pattern along the brick. Established 1914. Get off my lens, love bug. Quite the ambiance out here too. The noises. Birds and crickets and other insects. Wouldn't have expected to see a dragon lamp quite like this way out here. That's different. Some artistic tile work on the opposite side, symbolizing the bank and its year. Faintly make it out. 1914. Not just one, but two separate chimney stacks. Separation of sorts once you got inside. Front and back room. Doesn't get much more quaint than that for a home dwelling. Very peaceful. Every couple of years or so I'll drive past this area, and across the street from that bank are some accommodations that I've never seen open in all my days. The Heartbreak Hotel. Air conditioner unit is running, which means someone owns and operates it. It's just never open. Always closed. It's heartbreaking. But that answers that. It's no longer a hotel. Private owner has taken over. Stained glass spelling out the name. Both of them. Would be pretty neat to own this. Give the rooms out to weary travelers. Although there's not a whole lot come through here. Da 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 da. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bow bow bow. Even though it seems very desolate now, en route to a much busier intersection, not a lot of population, but it is a cross street where a lot of traffic comes to a meeting point. We're almost there. A lot of trucks passing by the Desert Inn. Formerly a bar, restaurant, and a tiny motel. Founded as a trading post in the late 1880s, the present building dates back before 1925. Served as a supply and recreational center for cattle drovers, lumbermen, and tourists. And even though it's no longer open, it was listed on the National Registry of Historical Places in 1994. Yeehaw Junction, where this is located, has gone through some name changes since its original incarnation. People would ride here to the Desert Inn on the back of their burros. Hence this name, which has since been changed. Back in those days, this place was a brothel. People would come from miles around to let off a little steam, if you will. They switched things up a bit, all for the better. It's been nearly 5 years since I stayed overnight in door number 3 It was quite an experience. Out here alone with my thoughts at the Desert Inn. As far as I know, no one's staying in these now. Norman? Norman? Time sure does move right along. Glad I got to experience it back when it was still open. Got the bullhorn still hanging out on the table. The bar's all still intact as well. Don't worry, partner. You're not going anywhere. As designated right up here. Just hang out a while. Stay put. Everybody's friendly in these parts. Give it a nice wave to passerbyers. Hello. May or may not have been usable gas pumps right in here. Now there is an antique out front, says contains lead. This is just on display. Pretty cool. Something's dripping out of there. Hopefully that's just rainwater, not fuel. There is a lock hindering anyone from climbing the stairs, but it's open to the elements. Just a mesh screen to go up top. 2006, Kathy Scott, her name inscribed right down there, painted these murals along its side. Got some donkeys and farmhouses and trees. Probably not wise to try to eat cactus. Well, it's kind of like I guess you'd have a meal and you'd have a toothpick all at the same time. So maybe it does make sense. A long time ago, there used to be a railroad that ran through here. And every once in a while in a field, you will see a structure like this that sat parallel to the tracks, all by its lonesome. No more trains running right through here, but there are some relics. It's very peculiar to see a pull-off and picnic table way out here, but this spot designates Yeehaw Station. keeping in theming with what I just mentioned. It was a sawmill town maintaining a small population. However, the closing of the rail line caused the abandonment of Nitaw. Been quite a while since I stopped off at the Jesus Miracle Chapel, which originally started to be constructed by a gentleman. I'm not even 100% sure if it's still underway anymore. It's been sitting like this for many, many years. No roof on it. From this angle you can see into the side. There's nothing in the interiors. Just a hollow shell. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please subscribe. By doing so helps keep you in the loop and up to date on future endeavors, adventures in my life, as well as uploads here on this channel. Take it a step further, ring that notification bell. And if you enjoyed this particular episode or the content therein, give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know you care. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.